Welcome to Flex Smart. Today is Friday, March 30th. We have 8 NBA games scheduled today, and we're going to go through each matchup and break down the picks. So let's get started with our first game of the day. Philadelphia 76ers versus Miami Heat. I'm going with the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers come into this matchup in strong form, winning 7 of their last 10 games and riding a 3-game road win streak. They also won the last meeting against Miami 124-117, showing they can handle this matchup. Philadelphia is averaging 120 points over their last 10 while maintaining solid overall production across the board. Miami, on the other hand, has struggled recently, losing 7 of their last 10 games and dropping their last 3 at home. They've also allowed 127.1 points per game over that stretch, which puts them at a disadvantage against a team like the Sixers that's been consistently winning and producing offensively. With current form and recent trends, the edge leans toward Philadelphia to get it done on the road. Player prop suggestion: Bam Adebayo, under 10.5 rebounds. Adebayo has gone under this line in 5 straight home games, supporting the case for this rebound total to fall short again based on recent trends. Boston Celtics versus Atlanta Hawks. I'm going with the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks have been dominant at home, winning 12 straight and 16 of their last 20 games overall. They come into this matchup in strong form, going 8-2 in their last 10 while averaging 121.1 points per game. Atlanta also just picked up a win over Sacramento, continuing their consistent run of performances. Boston has been solid, winning 3 straight and going 7-3 in their last 10, but this matchup leans toward Atlanta's home strength. The previous head-to-head was a 109-102 Celtics win, but both teams have split the last 10 meetings evenly. With the Hawks' current momentum and strong home record, they are in a position to get the better of Boston in this spot. Player prop suggestion: Nickeil Alexander-Walker, over 17.5 points. Alexander Walker is averaging 26.2 points over his last 5 home games, supporting this line based on recent scoring form. Phoenix Suns versus Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going with the Phoenix Suns -13. The Suns are coming off a strong 134-109 win over Utah and have already beaten the Grizzlies 117-98 their last meeting. While Phoenix has gone 4-6 in their last 10, they are still averaging 116.5 points and holding opponents to 112.1, showing a solid scoring edge. Memphis has struggled heavily, going 8 in their last 10 while allowing 124.9 points per game. Their offense has also been inconsistent, averaging just 110.6 points over that stretch. The Grizzlies have also failed to cover the +13 line in 3 of their last 5 games, pointing toward difficulty staying competitive in larger spreads. With the gap in recent performance and defensive struggles from Memphis, this sets up for Phoenix to win comfortably and cover the -13 spread. Player prop suggestion: Devin Booker, over 25.5 points. Booker is averaging 34 points over his last 5 road games, supporting this line based on his current scoring form. Before I continue with the rest of today's picks, let me pause for a quick second. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and drop a comment below. And don't forget to check out my Tipmaster profile. That's where I post my personal parlay picks, so if you want to see those selections, make sure you subscribe there as well. Alright, now let's continue with the rest of today's picks. Chicago Bulls versus San Antonio Spurs. I'm going with the San Antonio Spurs -18. The Spurs are on a completely different level right now. They've won 8 straight while allowing just 109.6. That plus 14.7 differential over that stretch is one of the strongest recent margins on the board. Chicago is trending the opposite way 3-7 in their last 10 and giving up 128.3 ppg. Even though they're scoring 122.5 ppg, the defensive gap is massive, and that's where this spread starts to separate. San Antonio has already covered big numbers recently, hitting the -18 line in 3 straight games. Add in the recent 127-95 blowout over Milwaukee, and this is a team that's not just winning, they're creating distance. Chicago has also dropped 5 straight on the road, which matters in a game where the spread is this large. Player props suggestion: Josh Giddey, over 9.5 assists. Giddey has cleared this line in 5 straight games, and with Chicago's offense still producing at a high rate, the assist volume remains consistent even in a losing stretch. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Dallas Mavericks. I'm going with the Minnesota Timberwolves -7. Minnesota has already shown control in this matchup, winning the last meeting 122-111 and taking 5 straight against Dallas. That head-to-head trend matters, especially with how the Mavericks have been performing at home. Dallas has dropped 12 straight home games, and over their last 10, they're allowing 126.8 PPG. Even when they score, 119.5 PPG. The defensive gap keeps putting them in losing positions, and more importantly, failing to stay within numbers like this. The Timberwolves are more balanced. Player prop suggestion: Ayo Dosunmu, over 3.5 rebounds. Dosunmu has cleared this line in 6 straight games, showing consistent activity on the glass regardless of matchup. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Utah Jazz. I'm going with the Cleveland Cavaliers -18. Cleveland is trending in the right direction, going 7-3 in their last 10 and putting up 123.2 PPG on 50.6% shooting. They've also won 4 straight on the road, showing they can maintain production away from home. Even though Utah won the last head-to-head, the current form between these teams is completely different now. The Jazz are also in the middle of a 5-game losing streak, and they've struggled to stay competitive during that stretch. Player prop suggestion: Evan Mobley, over 2.5 assists. Mobley has cleared this line in 5 straight games, and with Cleveland's offense flowing well, his passing involvement continues to show up consistently. Detroit Pistons versus Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going with the Detroit Pistons plus 13.5. This spread is more about margin than winner, and Detroit has been elite in that area. They've covered plus 13.5 in 13 straight games in 19 of their last 20, which is one of the strongest trends you'll see tied directly to a number like this. The Pistons are also in strong form overall, going 8-2 in their last 10 while averaging 120.7 PPG and allowing just 108.6. That's a plus 12.1 differential, very close to Oklahoma City's level. The Thunder are dominant 9-1 last 10, but the key detail is margin control. They haven't been consistently clearing bigger spreads, failing to cover -13.5 in 8 of their last 10 at home and 9 of their last 10 versus Detroit. Player prop suggestion: Danis Jenkins, over 16.5 points. Jenkins is averaging 20.6 PPG over his last 5 games, showing consistent scoring volume that supports this line regardless of game script. Washington Wizards versus LA Lakers. I'm going with the LA Lakers -16.5. The gap between these teams is clear right now. Washington's biggest issue is defense and rebounding. They're allowing nearly 49 rebounds per game in their last 10, which opens the door for second chance points and extended runs, exactly how big spreads get covered. They've also struggled to stay within numbers like this, failing to cover plus 16.5 in 6 of their last 10 on the road. Player prop suggestion: Bilal Coulibaly, over 11.5 points. Coulibaly is averaging 16.5 PPG over his last 8 games, showing steady scoring volume that supports this number even in a tough matchup. Alright, I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a like, and always drop a comment below. And don't forget, subscribe to my Tipmaster. Go to the description and click the link.